Hey everyone, Depressed Eeyore here, making this video because I somehow got to 2,000 subscribers. I think years ago I said the next time I do one of these it will be at 2,500, but since it took many years for me to get to 2,000, I figured this will be as good a time as any to celebrate. Now, with my luck, my subscriber count might actually go down when this video comes up, but apparently I've been at like 2,000 subscribers for a few days now. I just never noticed. I've been really busy with work, unfortunately, and will probably be busy with work for this upcoming week as well. But I wanted to go ahead and make this video to thank you guys for subscribing and watching my videos. There's also been a lot more comments than, well, ever before, really. There's been some participation going on with my Final Fantasy Tactics videos, which is really nice. I kind of wish I had some of that participation a long time ago when I was doing a lot of Let's Play Together type stuff as well, which maybe I'll try to bring those back as well. But yeah, a lot of people participating. I have like enough people participated in the Final Fantasy Tactics where I'm actually running out of space for my character for the party, which is pretty impressive. But speaking of Final Fantasy Tactics, there'll be a voting video coming up probably tomorrow, assuming that I put this video up correctly. From what I've heard, it's supposedly only 4 chapters in Final Fantasy Tactics. I thought there was a 5th, but I figured now is as good a time as any. I'm going to be busy for the next week anyway, so there's not going to be very much Final Fantasy Tactics going on, so I figured I'll put up a voting video to let you guys vote. Especially since I got a few new characters and all that fun stuff. And then the rest of the week will probably be just Renowned Explorers to kind of get that caught up. Renowned Explorers, I kind of had that pre-recorded for a while. There's 2 more adventures I need to go on for the final parts, which I'll eventually go back to when when the backlog gets weeded out a little bit. Anyway, some other stuff. Obviously, I haven't been putting up too many board game things during the weekend. Part of the reason is because I've been busy, and some of it is just some of the games I want to show off really kind of require people. And there were a few people that watched some of my videos, namely the Damaku videos, that decided to try to form up a little tabletop group. Well, I think originally it was a Damaku group, which I kind of introduced them to other board games to kind of make it into a board game group. Went pretty well for about a week or 2, and then it kind of just fell off. No one seemed to be interested in actually doing any board games. I think half of them that joined didn't ever play a single board game. And then the last time I looked at the channel, they mentioned that they found another Damaku channel, and I guess they've been going on that now. But I mean, it gave me an opportunity to play some board games I never got a chance to play before, so it was still I'm still very grateful for that. But as far as board games are concerned, there are a few other games I would like to show, some other more digital and stuff like that, but I just haven't had the time or the gumption to actually make the videos. But I recently got some of my old military buddies had finally crawled out of whatever hole they came out of and contacted me, and they wanted to run Pathfinder again. So I may be putting up some videos of our Pathfinder sessions. Hopefully it'll be a little bit more watchable than the previous group. There'll definitely be some recognizable voices and faces. Well, maybe not faces, but voices. The DM is going to be Wes again, who's for this upcoming campaign. It's going to be like a pirate-based one, so it's going to be a lot more condensed and with a smaller group. So I'm hoping it'll go a lot better. So far, what I've seen of the first session, which I'm not going to put up, I usually don't put up the first session. I have some pretty good feelings about it, so they'll be running every other week, and once I actually get the videos edited and all that stuff, I'll try to put them up on weekends. Now, meeting up with my old friends, one of them did provide some fancy links that pointed me towards some PDFs of 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons. Now, I own the physical copies of the Dungeons & Dragons books, but one of the issues Wes and I have had to try to do a 5th edition game is just simply that no one had the books. But since now we have access to the PDFs, that's not an issue anymore. So I actually, the PDFs, they included some pre-made adventures, so I actually went on Roll20 and I got the Mines of Fendelver all set up in there. I've been a plus member of Roll20 for a while now because of Kingdom Death Monster. So I actually have things like dynamic lighting and line of sight all set up on all the maps. So I'm hoping to show that off. And just like my previous campaign, my previous D&D game, the point of this is mostly just to teach people who haven't played it before. Then just to mess around and see some new builds. So don't expect too much fancy storytelling on my part. I'm more just interested in teaching the game than actually doing too much RPing. Then again, I could end up just like Clinker again. So yeah, so Pathfinder and D&D may be coming. It will probably be a while, be a few weeks probably before I actually get any videos, assuming I get that far. Speaking of Kingdom Death Monster, I did record some of it, but I never really kind of continued it. I got the urge to play more of it when I saw the Kickstarter, which I of course backed. So I'll be getting some updated rules probably in the upcoming summer, assuming nothing gets delayed, as well as a bunch of other bonus stuff. From what I've seen of the changes that they intend on doing for Kingdom Death Monster, it looks like they've taken into account a lot of player feedback and just how players have been playing the game. For those who are not familiar with the Kickstarter was, essentially they ran out of stock. They sold everything. They sold all their expansions. They sold all their base games, everything. So the Kickstarter was for two purposes. One was to restock so they can sell more stuff. The second reason was to, of course, update the rules, which is going to be known as 1.5, which is what I pretty much I'm going to be getting. And then, of course, if they got enough backing, which they definitely did, they're going to be adding new expansions. So I'll be getting the 1.5 update, which is kind of it's not the full box set. It's just an update to a box set that you already own. So I got the update, and I got the whatever mystery box it was that provided a whole lot of extra content. Also, I'm gonna get one expansion for free as well. So I'll definitely have a bunch of new content. Of course, if I see any of the new expansions on Tabletop Simulator, I'll work on getting those cards into my Roll20 module as well. During that time, an online friend wanted to try out the game, so I've been playing that with a friend. Made some pretty good progress, and I definitely enjoy the game. I just wish I had a group for it. But I don't know if I'll be doing any Kingdom Death Monster anytime soon. If I get a group, I'll probably definitely put up some videos. But otherwise, it might be I might have to wait until I have more free time or the summer when I hopefully get the update. So yeah, Kingdom Death Monster, definitely a great game. Still playing it. I just haven't had a means. I didn't really feel like recording another solo playthrough recently. Besides that, I'll be also playing a few other board games. I think I already talked about that, didn't I? I did. I already talked about it. So yeah, like I said, I thank you guys for subscribing, watching, commenting, and being mostly polite on my channel. As anyone who's seen my videos, I do this for me for the most part, but I do like showing off games that people have never seen and just talking in general about games design and whatever comes up to my head while I'm playing the game. Usually I like teaching the game rather than well, being some sort of face cam person that screams a lot. Now I usually don't mention this too often, but I'll go ahead and mention this now. I do have the Google tip jar active, so donations are available. I think it's only US only, unfortunately, but it does work. I have gotten a donation a while back, but if anyone wants to just donate, by all means. It's definitely not a requirement. I will continue making these videos until my internet gets cut out, essentially. I usually don't broadcast my channel very much, so pretty much anyone that comes by either stumbled upon my videos or happened to know someone that watches my videos. So congratulations on finding it, and thank you for sticking around. So let's go ahead and close this up. I was going to just open a bunch of card packs for this video because I don't really have much time to plan anything too fancy, and I'm really not very good at fancy things on YouTube. I went ahead and beat all the Elite 2 solo matches. I was going to record those, but I kind of just had some free time and I just wanted to kind of casually play through them. So I actually beat all the ones I hadn't beaten, which is like, I don't know, 7 different opponents or something like that. I beat them all with my Havencraft deck, which is this deck here, by the way. So very defensive, a lot of healing, a lot of clearing, and a few time in Statue Seraph, which the AI generally doesn't know how to handle. Anyway, let's go ahead and buy some cards. Wrong page. There we go. Buy some cards. So every character I beat gave me 200 rubies, so I beat 6 of them, so there you go. Let's, packs? Yeah. Don't know why it said buy cards. Anyway, so I've been usually just buying standard packs, but I think I'm gonna go ahead and buy a few Darkness of Falls just to kind of change things up. So I'm gonna go ahead and buy a bunch of these. So we'll buy 10 of those. You can buy 10 at a time, so that'll be good enough. That'll cost us 1,000 rubies. And let's see what we get. It's been a long time since I opened any of these. New expansion of this is supposedly going to be coming out soon. Alright, bunch of Bone Chimeras. Remy and Rami, the Witchy Duo. It's a Earthright Runecraft card, not too shabby. Yule the Ancient. It's an interesting card. I haven't really used her though. And that's about it. I've used Bone Chimeras before, but now that there's more of them, I might actually have a use for them. Next. And we got in Legendary. Alright, so we got Sun Oracle Pascal, a Runecraft. Earthright at the end of your turn, double all other allied followers' attack and defense if this follower is still in play. So you pretty much just play this, and if you have to have an Earthright out. Play it, it'll consume an Earthright, and then at the end of your turn, everyone's, except for her, will get double attack and defense. Pretty useful if you can work it. Anything else? We got another Remy and Rami, which is good. Now we have 3 of them, because I already owned 1. And then we have Bolt, King of the Elves. Put 2 fairies in your hand and change their cost to 0, and that's a fanfare. It's alright, but it's 7 costs, so by that time you probably have already done what you needed to do with a Forestcraft deck. And the rest is kind of just some Swordcraft. Okay. Requires Evolved, not that useful. Subtract 1 from a countdown, not that bad, though I don't use countdowns. At least not in my deck. And Godsteel. Okay. So, what's the Grand Gargoyle? Summons an Earth Essence. Okay. Alright, let's keep going. Alright. Dragon Newt Fist. Multi-part experiment, summon clay golems. Andras, if you have Necromancy 4, you can give this guy Storm, and he has Bane already, so it's not too shabby. And then Dragon Council is actually pretty good. You discard 1 card from your hand and draw 3. I should probably put those in my deck. Alright, and the rest of the stuff is stuff I've had before. And then there's Mentor's Teachings, which is just for Swordcraft, for pretty much just cycling cards. Alright. Nothing too fancy. Frenzied Juggernaut, Bloodcraft. Deal 4 damage to your leader if Vengeance is not active for you. So it's a way of promoting Vengeance. I generally don't like doing damage to myself, even for Vengeance. Shadow Witch, Earthright, you can transform a follower or an amulet into a clay golem. This is actually really useful because it's one of the ways you can actually defeat certain enemies like Mordecai or the in Statue Seraph. But you have to pretty much be working with Earthright. Nothing else that really stands out, I don't think. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Well, Assault Commander. Give all allied officers +1/+0. It's alright for a 5 cost, I guess. Alright, so nothing standing out. Most of this is stuff we've seen before. 2 golds, alright. Alright, just seeing what else we got in here. Azazel, change both leaders' defense to 10, either by restoring defense or by dealing damage. Interesting. That's actually pretty neat. Especially for a Vengeance card, for a Bloodcraft card. And then White Paladin, it is a 3/2 for 3. It has Ward, and if you evolve her, she gets only +1/+1, but she does summon a Shield Guardian, which is a 1/1 Ward. So, it's okay, I guess. Okay. Alright, 4 more packs. Another Azazel, okay. Precious Bloodfangs. Summon X force backs and deal 4 damage to your leader. X equals the number of enemy followers in play. Okay, so this is a way to getting a bunch of bats out. If your opponent has a bunch of stuff. Elven Archery. Deal 1 damage to a random enemy X times. X equals the number of cards played this turn, including this card. Ah, I actually like that one. It's actually it's a Forcecraft card that doesn't just cap at 2 spells, so I might actually have a use for it. That's it for that, pretty much. This bastard. Alright, so this is Time-Worn Mage Levy. I've shown this off in a previous video if you've been watching my Shadowverse stuff. He's ridiculous because he still gets +2/+2 for evolution, despite getting a 3 damage face spell that cost 1. He's ridiculous. I hate him, and I'll never use him because he's so ridiculous. Everything else pretty standard. Yeah. Yep, pretty much. Ah, here we go. That is actually a really good one. This is Dark Angel Olivia. She's a legendary. She's neutral, and she's absolutely ridiculous. I think I've talked about her before, but she's a 4/4 for 9, but her special ability is when she comes into play, you get 3 evolution points. Or you increase your evolution points to 3. So the trick to using her is to burn all your evolution points, play her, and you'll get 3 again. So that'll pretty much turn your fight from 2 evolution points or 3 evolution points to 5 or 6, which is quite an advantage. Also, since you get these immediately, you can evolve her and turn into a 6/6 with Rush, essentially. So really good card. Pretty much, I grab her any chance I get in the arena, and I'll need to find some ways to put her in the deck because she is great. The only catch, of course, is she's 9 cost, which is pretty late game if you're dealing with rush decks. Anything else that stands out? Not really, but we've gotten 2 legendaries out of 10 packs, which is not too bad, as well as a number of golds. And we've got a lot of... oh, I've actually heard about this. Sometimes you might get a pack that just has all shinies or animated cards, and it looks like we got one of those, which is not too shabby. So yeah, cool. A whole lot of animated stuff. Cool. And we're good to go on that. And I just got these 2 emblems because I got their legendaries. So 2 legendaries, not too shabby. Is there anything else that was actually the card I wanted from there. So I'm pretty much good on Darkness Evolve, unless I want to get more of them. So I'm going to go ahead and switch back to standard card packs and just spend the rest on that. Let's see what we get. Nothing too special. Yeah, nothing out of the ordinary. Yep, alright, so just some comments and stuff. 1 animated card. Yeah, pretty much. Okay. Unfortunately, the basic deck has a lot of, has the most cards, so definitely hard to get what you need from it. Let's go ahead and liquefy our extras. We got ourselves 250 vials. That's not bad. Alright, cool. So what a way to celebrate my 2,000 subscribers, is getting, 2 legendaries and some decent gold cards. So I am The Depressed Dior, and this was a thank you for the 2,000 subscribers. Hopefully we'll get more of you guys to join in, and for anyone that's new here, I welcome you, and hopefully you guys enjoy my videos for some reason. See you guys later.